R-T-I-B-A-3 to Z, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy regal. Thy depot come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in above heaven. Give us this day our daily cameos. Astaghfirullah Lazim. Pray for the Singapore Bus Network. So I have heard some people say that 676 should be amended to serve like inside Coven, and I'll just tell you why it is a bad idea. So the first thing is it is incredibly windy, and you have to run into this traffic light junction, and this junction as well. And that's kind of the reason why 676, after like Upper Serangoon Viaduct, it just goes straight. And the reason why it's like kind of counterintuitive why you would duplicate an MRT station over here, but there are generally more buses along this corridor as opposed to like inside. And if you serve outside, you also serve like basically the entire condo and private estate around this area. Whereas if you're going towards somewhere like Hougang Avenue 1 or Hougang Avenue 3, you can take like 70, change 62 at like Upper Paya Lebar Road. And if you want to go to somewhere like Hougang Avenue 3, you can find some way to intercept like 151 or something along those lines. And I think you can even take 676, you cross over to this side, you go to like this bus stop over here, and then you change 115 in order to like access Hougang Avenue 3. That's also another way. So because there are already a lot of like existing options, like, you know, with regards to like going here, you have like 62, as in like you have 62 along this area. You don't really need 676 to like just wind all the way here, and it's not really a big deal for like PM peak, but AM peak, people want to get to like Anson Road fast. And that's the reason why a lot of the new CDSs, they call Anson Road first and not like 654. They call Central Boulevard first. Or even like Suntec. Suntec is like not the biggest priority when it comes to like CDS in general. Maybe for premium buses like 531, but again, premium and CDS, they are totally different. And in the case of CDS, Anson Road is like the priority for it. And like I've said, if you serve outside, you actually have like way more catchment along this area as compared to like over here, because you have to realize that this private estate over here is like really big, and there used to be bus services like I think 111, 112, and I cannot remember, but it's like it's not 120, I think it's 110 or something along those lines. They actually went inside. So having 676 at Coven is actually beneficial, because you're meant to like take away passengers from Northeast Line, so might as well. And some of my friends have also suggested that instead of having 676 go through Coven, I mean, I kind of get it that they're trying to like serve Coven and Hougang Avenue 5 and 7 at the same time, so that it's like way more efficient. But some of my friends have suggested 672M, so it's like KPE. They say KPE is faster, but like KPE gets congested pretty easily, and Tampines Road too as well. Tampines Road, Hougang Avenue 7, Avenue 5, and then Upper Serangoon Road, and Hougang Avenue 8. And that's basically how 672 goes. And when you compare it to like 676, I'm just gonna draw them side by side, it's like this, like this, like this, and then like this. And the problem with doing it this way by creating a 672M is that you essentially just create this, and this, and you're just not gonna get enough catchment. It's not a case whereby there's like 660 or 660M, whereby M is just an extension. No, this is a completely different catchment, and it doesn't really work well in this case. You get it? And I would even argue that like if you ever make 678 like a full day bus service, I mean just like conceptually, then yeah, instead of like turning towards like Buangkok East Drive, you can make 678 ply the entire Hougang Avenue 7, or maybe, you know, like as a city shopper concept, maybe, I'm just saying maybe that would work. But I still think 654 is a better candidate for when it comes to like city shopper bus service, as in like conceptually. But other than that, if you were to send like hypothetically a 672M up here, it wouldn't really make a lot of sense, because right now the CDS, they're just there for like coverage. So what I mean by coverage, and I know it's a band-aid solution, whether it's like truly efficient or not, you be the judge. So again, you have 672 that like goes in this general loop, and then you have 660 coming from the other side. Yes, the other side, like around here, and then it goes, I think here, and then here 660M goes inside Buangkok Crescent, and then you have like, what was it again? You have like 675, oops, not that much, 675 that pretty much just, I think, okay, that's kind of a bad drawing, I'm sorry about that, but you kind of have 675 that like, you know, fills in all the gaps over here. So that's for Hougang. And then the same thing goes for Sengkang. You have 671 that sort of like goes like this. And then you have 654 that, again, I'm just estimating, that goes like this, and then like this. And 677 just pretty much, I shouldn't use this color, okay, 677 that just goes into like this. Yeah. Do they share bus stops? I honestly forgot. Yeah. I forget stop. I forget things like this. It's pretty much just for coverage, and okay, I know my drawings are bad. It's from memory, and this is all unscripted, blah blah blah. But like, even okay, maybe Pongo will be clearer. So you have 666 that goes like this, and then you have 673 that, you know, goes like this, and then like this, and then you have 678, which pretty much, I think it's like this. It pretty much just fills it in. It's just to ensure that Drive, Central, North Avenue, and then Field, and then this is like North Shore and Sumang. Again, it's just for coverage. So when it comes to like these services, all I can say is that this one actually has some use. How Kovan and Hougang Avenue 7, basically the underserved areas, and as well as like covering the areas that like 672 doesn't really go, if you get what I mean. And then these three, again, they're mainly for coverage. So I cannot really fault them. If you guys have like any reasonable suggestion to like improve their routes a little bit, let me know. But as of this point of time, it's just a band-aid, like a short-term like band-aid solution. And if it doesn't work, you can just amend their routes accordingly. It's just for coverage. It's just to cover the streets that aren't covered by any existing city direct bus services. And then there was also another suggestion about 676. They were saying like, hey, why don't you go inside the roads that like service 324 goes. And the truth is like it's not efficient at all. It's like you have to do this for PM peak, AM peak, you have to do this as well. And then since people can just like walk to the main road, Upper Serangoon Road, to access 676, why not just make them walk to the main road? It's not even like that far, and it's not like it's condo, it's like fenced up or anything. No, you can just walk. It's reasonable. So I don't even know why the person even suggested this, but I'm just putting it out there. Like, you can't just like, oh, I want to amend this for more coverage, No, you have to amend with purpose. And this one, okay, it's for coverage, but like they're doing it in a way that makes sense. It's not like this whereby you're suggesting something that can be, it's like you're overcomplicating things. You can just make them call at the bus stops at along Upper Serangoon Road. You don't have to make them like loop inside or anything, or like compromise them. You get what I mean? Okay, yes, then there is a new like feeder bus service from like Tampines North to the Bedok Reservoir, new flats coming up. Okay, that's one thing. But then there's another suggestion about 513. So it's like 513 now comes from Cillian Avenue, Simei Avenue, Tampines Avenue 5, that one short stretch. After the PIE, basically after the flyover, then there's like this Avenue 1, then 8, 3, Street 83, and then Avenue 5. And then this is the mosque, Masjid Darul Gufran. So if you want to send this out to like Tampines North, you can, but you have to make a 513M, because near the mosque there are like residential, there are like flats around there, so you cannot just amend it. You have to do it like 660 and 660M. So you can just send this thing up Tampines Avenue 6 to reach like Tampines North. So yeah, these kinds of things make sense. So I would just hope when people suggest things, they actually suggest things that make sense. So yeah, that's all.